Hi, I'm Robin Birkin, an ex-corporate marketer turned online business owner. I took everything I knew and created a six-figure life coaching business in the margins between nap times and a 9 to 5, and I'm here to share with you how you can do the same. Tune in as I share the raw and unfiltered truths, big lessons, and practical tips to help you build and grow a sustainable bread-winning business online that is both peaceful and profitable. Here, we dive deep into all things online courses, funnels, audience growth, and so much more. If that sounds like the things you want to learn, then welcome to Signature Online Course Secrets. Let's go.
Hi. I cannot believe that we are in December already and so close to Christmas. I hope that you are feeling rested. If you have lots on the go, lots that you need to do, that it is getting done and that you are making progress. And just a reminder, how do you eat the whale? One bite at a time. If you are feeling completely snowed under at this time of year with work, deliverables, promotions, etc., take a step back. What is the one thing that needs to get done right now? And then just focus on that. And that is exactly how I've been navigating the last couple of weeks, trying to finish off everything for the end of the year and really wanting to set up the new year for everyone in our mastermind and the way that we're onboarding and starting off in the year. We also have a lot of deliverables that are due at the moment, some personalized resources, lots of one-to-one calls, and some of the things that we had that we sold at Black Friday as well. So it is quite a busy season. It's also quite a lucrative season. And I'm stepping into 2025 with a really healthy, great, safe and regulating amount of recurring revenue, which feels incredible. So today we are talking about 2025 business trends, and I'm going to dive today into 3 trends that I am seeing in the market from behind closed doors in the containers that I'm in, from my own business and from the businesses of the dozens of clients that I work with and the dozens of other prospective clients that I speak with through the year, and what is working, what isn't working, and what I really see as being the trends in 2025 to what people want versus what they don't want. So I'm going to speak to 3 of the big trends that I see. Now, if you want to eat this up, if you want to know in 2025 what you should and shouldn't be doing, what is working, what is not working, how do you want to progress, I've put together a free 24-page report of what I see as the biggest trends in 2025 for female course creators, group program leaders, and expertise-based businesses. I've gone in depth into, I think it is 11 things, and it's really practical. It's telling you exactly how long you should have your cart open, why you would want to do that. It'll be done and dusted in 10 minutes and so highly valuable if you're in the space right now of figuring out what it is that you want for 2025. If you would like to receive a copy, there's 2 ways that you can do that. One is you can head to launcheasylife.com/trends. The other is just comment on any of my Instagram posts over the next month or so with trends. So just comment trends on a post and we will send you through that report. It's awesome, 24 pages. As I've said, it's going to tell you literally do this, don't do this, and give you very actionable, no fluff advice. But I'm going to dive into 3 things today that I'm really seeing in the market. And I see 2025 being the year of peace. People just want peace. We are exhausted. Life is chaotic. All sorts of things are happening in the world that we don't want our businesses or our consumption of social media and content to feel chaotic and stressful. So I kind of see this throughout all businesses, through content, through program delivery, and all of it. So if there was sort of one vibe for 2025, it is peace. Like I see everybody craving peace. So what are the 3 ways that I see this really playing out? So the first way is what I call peaceful content. So within the Online Trends report that I put out, one of the things that I said is that what we really want is digestible content, not content that makes people work for it, And so when we have a look at the last sort of 2 years, we've had this influx of, like 4-second reels or really fast moving reels that you then have to click to read on the caption. The video is still playing in the background. Like everything's making us work and it's not giving us that benefit that we want. It's not peaceful. And we're going to see, in my opinion, a lot less chaotic content. What we're also seeing is really low show up rates on things like webinars. We are seeing this resurgence of long form type content. And what that is people want a slower pace. They want to read articles that go in depth, but they don't want to be overwhelmed with chaotic, quick style reels. We want to go at a slower pace. So one of the things is peaceful content. So it doesn't mean that it's long form or short form. It means making your audience work less. Like, let's not make them work to be able to look through and experience our expertise. So then the next thing that I am seeing a big shift towards, and especially because the bulk of my business has been supporting people who want to create like online courses as such. And my specialty is creating signature programs. So I don't support my clients with like just how to create a course. I talk to how to create a hero signature program that becomes the bread-winning bedrock of your expertise, your revenue, etc. It makes content creation simpler. It establishes you as the expert in your niche. It does so many things, but that doesn't mean that it's a hands-off, mid-ticket online course. If you look at my business, for example, my signature program is the Peace and Profit Mastermind. It can be high ticket, it can be a group program, but what it will be is generally time leveraged in some capacity. What I'm seeing a huge shift in the market for, and this is in my clients, this is in people that I've had intensives with, this is even in terms of my offers and in terms of the Black Fridays type flash sales that we've done, is there is such little demand right now for self-study courses. Back in 2020, 2021, when COVID came about, people had time to kill, to invest, to learn in things. Actually, now people are really busy. They've invested in lots of things that they haven't taken action on. And the thought of having to sit down and self-motivate to self-study a program feels like history repeating itself with time that they don't have. So if you have a program and you're marketing it as self-study or DIY, or it's requiring a lot of time and self-motivation for someone to go through and complete that content, that's where you're possibly going to be missing the mark, particularly in that funnel messaging, your sales page, for example. People don't want self-study. They've had enough of self-study, long to complete content. So what they want is things that are, again, digestible for them. So whether you are putting together something that is very quick and concise for someone to put together, to consume and go through, or looking at how you can actually support people with personalized support within your program, with implementation and accountability. So I see a massive rise. Anything that gives that personal audit, personal blueprint, personalized roadmap, personalized checkpoints, testing, whatever it may be, I see those being so successful in 2025. And anything that supports someone with implementation and accountability as well at a personalized level. So if you have a time leveraged program, that doesn't mean, you had a course, you need to now throw it in the bin. What that means is that you need to go through and have a look at that program, look at the messaging on the sales page. Where are we telling people like, you have to sit down for a long time and be self-led and self-motivated to go through this, and it's really hands-off for me? Where can we reassure people that there is support included? Where can we maybe look at and consider our deliverables, which can absolutely be delivered in a group capacity, and look at how we can support people on a different level? You may end up having a course that you then change to something more like a group coaching program with, particular checkpoints and personal check-ins with someone, and then charge like a higher price. But you really want to play around with your signature programs and ensure that your messaging isn't like DIY, self-study. I've seen multiple programs that have not taken off, and I think one of the core reasons is because that's the messaging that they've had, and that's just no longer working in 2024 and especially into 2025. The last one that I'm going to discuss today, so just a reminder, we have 11 things in total in the online trends report. So if you head to launcheasylife.com/trends, then that's where you can download the full report. It's so easy to go through, but it's actually very detailed in do this, don't do that, is unmistakably you branding and creating a movement around your brand. So this is not a call to get like really clever and savvy with your wording such that you lose the point and the intention of what you do, but you really want your offers, your branding to be unmistakably you and not like everyone else. And this is probably a reflection as well of the real copy accounts that we saw in 2024. Sometimes, you scroll through Instagram reels and it just feels like you've seen the same reel 12 times and people kind of want less than that. You might find that, but some of that content performs really well in terms of likes on Instagram, as an example, but often that content is not the content that will establish you as an expert in your niche and hence someone that people want to pay to work with. So cool, you might have 70,000 Instagram followers because you just pop on trending reels and the same of what everybody else is doing. However, if you are not establishing yourself as unique and different to everybody else in the sea, you actually can't become the first choice for anyone because how can they even tell who you are? So really looking at your brand and your framework, your messaging, your beliefs, your values, your design, and looking at how you can step away from what everybody else is doing and look unique. I would hazard a guess that that's one of the main reasons the Peace and Profit Mastermind has pretty much sold out for January and will be expanding capacity in March, and that I'm fairly certain we'll sell out the expanded capacity in March. And a big reason for that has been that I created a movement around the Sweet Six businesses and the concept of peace and profit. And that is resonating with people. And it's unmistakably me. It's unique in the market. It's not just grow and scale your business. It's actually quite bold. It's like there's an enough point and there's a point at which you can have a business and that doesn't rely on more products or more team or any of the traditional things that you've been told you need to do in your online business. And so where can you create different things? What is it? MRR, Master Resale Rights, and Faceless Reels is where we really saw a lot of this same marketing. And it can work for growth, but it just doesn't work at all for sales. So those are some of the 2025 trends. Ask yourself, where can I make it easier in my content, in my lead magnets, in my conversion events for people to consume my content and learn from my expertise? Where am I just making people work for it? Because people are starting to tap out from that. Looking at where is in my messaging, can I reassure people that they receive support and hand-holding in what it is that I'm providing? Where are we showcasing that we do guide them through? There is lots of opportunities to get support and ask questions rather than going through and being like, oh, this is the DIY toolkit. People don't want it anymore. They want more peace, again, which means not having to work so hard to go through your program. And then how can you be unmistakably you? How can you sound like you have programs that can't be replicated or copied anywhere because they use language and wording that is exactly like you? Still clear. Clarity will always beat trying to be too clever that you lose the meaning. But where can you differentiate yourself from your competitors? And I think that's where people will start to really stand out in 2025. That is me for this episode. Comment on an Instagram post trends or send me a DM with trends and I would love to send you a copy of the full 2025 trends for female course creators and group program leaders. I cannot wait to send it through to you. Already the feedback is amazing. Have the best day. Bye.
Another episode on the books. If you'd like to continue the conversation and get more super savable tips, come and find me on Instagram at Robin Birkin. Otherwise, make sure you're subscribed, and I can't wait to see you next week.